faithful to the Republic of Namibia and its people, and I solemnly promise to uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of the Republic of Namibia to the best of my ability. So help me God. First and foremost, good afternoon and welcome. First things first. Maybe I must start with the good news, isn't it? What is the bad news? There's no bad news, it's only what you do of it. In view of what transpired with the Gladiators, I think they deserve something, isn't it? And it's therefore on that note that I will read the message. Order. Read the message to Our Lady, to the brave gladiators who have won the 2006 COSAFA Cup final. The National Assembly of the Republic of Namibia extends its heartfelt congratulations to Namibia's women national football team, in short known as the Brave Gladiators, on this outstanding achievement in winning the 2006 COSAFA Women Cup, where they secured a 2-1 victory over South Africa. This remarkable triumph stands as a testament to the team's exceptional talent, resilience, discipline, and unwavering dedication to excellence. Throughout the tournament, the team demonstrated commendable teamwork, determination, and national pride, inspiring the entire nation with their performance on the field. The historic achievement marks a significant milestone for our beautiful country, Namibia, land of the brave. It not only elevates the status of women football, but also strengthens the broader movement to advance women's sport, promote gender equality in football, in politics, in every way. Mamas, you have arrived and will give you the support. On that score, I'm sure it's also a good incident that we did not make a mistake, by God's grace, to also have a female president and a female team. Come again? Yeah. No, male must always be there, you know, isn't it? Yeah, you know. Okay. Therefore, on another member announcement, I'm pleased to announce that officially we welcome the newest member in our house, Honorable Christina Idaga, who was sworn in as a member on Sunday. The 28th of, thank you, 28th of September at the Supreme Court. Honorable Indaga, on a serious note, Honorable Indaga replaces Honorable Elifas Dingara, which means the 1 million dream is still alive, because it's not a replacement of what. So I'm therefore confident on behalf of the members that you will work tirelessly to uphold the values and for the commitment and betterment of our country, Namibia. Thank you. Please welcome, on behalf of you, let's give a resounding welcome. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Honorable members, now to the business of the day. Now the assembly was adjourned on Thursday without having disposed of, and I want also now to make the following. The rules are there for the House with the presiding officer just guiding. Now, Rule 121 says business undisposed of. And it says, business undisposed of at the adjournment of a sitting of the Assembly must be postponed to the next sitting day without a motion to that effect, and must, subject to Rule 118, be placed on the order for that particular sitting day. 2, when you read 118, it says, subject to these rules, the consideration of the order of the day must be set down for the next sitting days unless the member in charge appoint any other future day, which did not happen. Now, when we go to 117, it says routine of business, starting and say, unless the rules, standing rules otherwise permit, the daily routine of business must be as follows, unless the rules otherwise permit. Now, in terms of 1-to-1, the rules permit to say we did not dispose of that particular matter. Then, and therefore, the rules allow that we can deviate, or not actually deviate, start at the routine where we stopped. If there is ambiguity, we read together Rule 8 to say where a statute, no, I think 6, I like the one of Lizazi. You can read 6 or 8, but it says a presiding officer may make a ruling on a point of order in any matter before the House. In doing so, he or she must explain the reasons for the ruling, if the presiding officer makes a ruling, or provided that he or she instead submit the matter to the House for its decision. Provided I make a ruling, or I submit the subject matter to the House. Come again? May, yeah. Yeah, no, it says action shall be taken. The presiding officer may make a ruling, or may make a ruling or not, or may subject the subject matter to the House for the House to make a decision. Isn't it? Yeah. So you are the fine. If I present it to you, now I'm giving you that opportunity, isn't it? In terms of the rules, to say we are going to start where we left off. And in terms of that, I think there was a motion on the floor by the PM, and that went into voting, and the voting, there was no quorum, which means the process must start de novo. But for the sake of also giving the right of reply to the mover, I think it's now time that the mover must reply so that we can get finality on that subject matter. Those are the two considerations. Am I right to have that concurrence? Okay. It's up for discussion. No. Okay. Honorable members, there are two things. I said, do we agree? No, do we agree that there is a matter that was not disposed of? That one we agree, isn't it? So therefore 121 must kick in. Yeah. You must have the book. The 121 says, a business undisposed of at the adjournment of the sitting of the Assembly must be postponed to the next sitting. Friday we don't sit. No. Without a motion to that effect, and must, subject to Rule 118, be placed on the order paper for that sitting day. 1118 say only maybe the sponsoring member is not in line to be in the House that sitting day. So that's what I'm saying. If we agree, we don't agree that it was a business undisposed of. Okay. No. Okay, there are two opinions here. I'll come. There is let me guide the process. There is my understanding is there was an undisposed of business when the House adjourned. Isn't it? Do we agree there? No, just wait. I will come. I will come. No, I will come. I will come, my brother. I will come. I will come. I just want to establish the basis of. No, help me in the quest that. No, honorable member Lizazi. Just. Yeah, no. Just wait, honorable member, honorable members, honorable Lizazi, just take your seat. I'll give you the floor. Just take your seat. Let's first understand where we are. Yeah. No. Are we in agreement to say when the House adjourned, there was a business that was not undisposed of? Okay, that one we agree. Okay, so now if we agree, then the basis of starting should be 121. Okay, let me give, I will, no, that, I have also the prerogative, please. Yeah, I will give you, the day is yours, I will give you the floor. But Africans, honorable members, we must dispose of, yeah, we are Africans. We go to AU, we go where, you don't dispose there. But honorable members, sorry, it's just, but I'm a proud African. Honorable Lizazi, I will give Honorable Lizazi, Honorable Lugato, Honorable. Oh. Okay. Okay, from there it will come to Honorable Amupanda. Yo, okay. But since it's just a matter, 2 minutes, ne?
All right.
2 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Speaker, for the floor that you have just given me. I want to read Rule 27, Sub-Rule 2. Let me read the whole Rule 27. The Speaker must A, maintain and preserve the order of the proper decorum in the House and uphold the dignity and good name of the House. B, whenever possible, consult with the relevant office bearers and structures within the Assembly to achieve its efficient and effective functioning in transparent and accountable manner, and ensure the consistent and strict observance of the standing rules, seasonal order, and other applicable legal provisions. 2, the Speaker must act fairly and impartially and apply the standing rules with due regard to the insurance, the participation of all members in a manner consistent with democracy. Consistent with democracy. The question was asked whether we agree that the matter was not disposed of. So we were not here. Personally, I was not here. I don't know whether it was disposed of or it was not disposed of. So I am out of that one. I don't agree that it was not disposed of. Number 2, it must be done in a democratic manner, that we are given the democratic right to also agree whether it was disposed or not. And lastly, as a presiding officer, you are not supposed to bring the matter. It must come from us,
Thank
not
you.
from you.
Thank you. Honorable Ampanda.
So, Deputy Speaker, I actually don't understand what is basically happening. Hey!
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, I actually don't understand.
No. Yeah.
I don't understand.
Thank you. But Honorable Member, just wait. Yeah. Honorable Member, I think that hay is not procedurally fair in the House.
But he mustn't also interrupt.
Honorable Job Ampanda, the hay, you responded. Just wait. No, I'm addressing a member. Yeah. No, just wait.
What's happening with the time now?
Yeah, that time it was 1:40. Just wait. Honorable. Yeah, no, will come. Honorable Ampanda, the hay. You also agree. The hay is not parliamentary and it's not procedural.
You are saying 3 A's. You have a head.
Just wait. I hate your hay. You also
You
know.
didn't hear
That- Yeah. You are on the
Said
mic.
3 times.
Yeah, just wait. Just wait,
I'm not
honorable
Jesus. I
members.
can't turn the other cheek.
No.
He says
Just
he
wait.
to me
Just
3
wait.
times.
Yeah. Just wait. I know you want to protect, but you see, the Honorable Lizasi, you must help me. The decorum is to be maintained on all sides. Arigana. Yeah, the decorum. And what I hate, Honorable Ampanda is on the mic. That hay is, yeah. No. No, I will give you. I will give you. But let me first address the matter. No, what?
Me, that boy can't say that. Me, I'm not Jesus.
No, me, I hate.
You see, he said 3 times. He called me hey 3 times. 3 times.
No.
He was even saying hey to me that's 3 times. So that boy, he became a ball.
Why? Honorable Dino.
Check what that boy is doing. Where do you think? Hey, Kutumba man. Kutumba. Sit down. Kutumba. Now where do you think you get your balls?
Hello.
Sit down.
Hey. Hello.
Kutumba.
Dino.
Kutumba. Hey.
Hello.
Kutumba.
Hello. Just sit. You are not like that. Just sit. Just wait. They say, just wait. Just. Nure. Chief whips. You are both chief whips. Just sit. I will speak.
But you must be fair.
That boy likes to do that.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes,
What do you think is special about you?
Yes, sit.
Nonsense, man.
Yes,
You think your skin will save you?
Hello. Yeah, Chief Whip.
See, that boy
Chief Whip.
nonsense.
Just wait.
Please go to
Chief Whip.
I mean, that nonsense. 3 times he called me hey and you are
Honorable
quiet.
Ngarusep.
What is special about him? Nonsense.
Honorable Ngarusep. I will come.
Others were asking for a change.
It's his member.
No,
Hey, Terera.
his member.
I want him to deal with the member. Yeah, his member.
Yes.
He said it.
I just want him to address the member.
I want the mic.
Yeah, please.
Oh.
You are not like that, my brother, man. Let me. I will come to you. Yeah, you will. What? Yeah, I know. Yeah, you want to help me. Let Honorable Garuse, why?
Yeah.
Why I called you?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. But I give there. I will come to you. I will come to you. Yeah? On the basis that I realize the member of the SWAPO party is the one also intervening with what I've wanted to guide. So I wanted to address that matter. Yeah, because the member infringing is from him and the chief whip is in charge to control his members. Okay, Honorable Chief Whip.
Thank you very much for giving me the chance to control my members. Honorable Speaker, Deputy Speaker, may I beg your indulgence that because of the scenario that is playing it out now, that we probably adjourn for 10 minutes, so that we can get our members and try to resolve the issue. That's
Okay.
my appeal.
Now with that, before I vote, I stop you.
Well done.
Okay, thank you. Huh? Huh? Okay, I will, on that request, I'm adjourning the House, and then we'll start with Honorable Amupanda. Yeah. Hey, please, what is your story? You see the event? Welcome back. Thank you. We are adjourned on the notice of the SWAPO government chief whip. I will now give him the floor. I was not there.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Deputy Speaker, it's the same thing. I am very appreciative of the fact that you were able, in the House, heeded my call for an adjournment of the House so that we can consult. And I did the consultation with the members of the SWAPO party, and I equally take it in good faith that the other chief whips of the respective parties that I appreciate through their conduct had an opportunity of brainstorming on what caused the fracas, as it were. I would then, therefore, move, if I have a standing, that we continue with the business of the day, following the order paper, following the routine as it is indicated, and then after that, then we proceed with the order paper as reflected on the order paper for the day. That's my submission.
Is that the understanding?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Please.
No, you see, what was on the floor was the interpretation of undisposed business. Where do we start? No, what was the dispute? Now, we are going to follow the routine of the business of the House. Isn't it? Come again? No, there was miss. Okay. Okay. Now, honorable members, I want to understand that the issue was about the undisposed business, isn't it? Now, the undisposed business is clear to say the order of the routine of business is to be followed, isn't it? The routine of business. So that what we started with is no longer valid. Okay. Okay, yeah, but there are rules also, honorable member. So, yeah, I will hear you. I will hear you. I will hear you. No, what did I say? Did I say I don't allow? Who should I allow now? Okay, on this matter, who wants to contribute on this matter? Huh? Which member must I give? Who? Huh? Who must I give? Okay, Honorable Ampanda. Honorable Ampanda.
Yeah, Chairperson, I want to firstly thank the Chief Whip of the ruling party. In doing that, I just want to clarify that it is important that we don't just bury things because it creates a very bad precedent. Rule 119 has always been guiding says that the secretary, in consultation with the speaker, can arrange the order paper in whatever form. That's one. That has been done. That has been done. The order paper has been prepared. It has been submitted to us, and it even has that particular matter already on the order paper. So 121 has been put into action. 118 has also been put in action. We don't amend the order paper on the floor. That's one. Number two, we also have motion. This is a motion that we are dealing with. We also have motions that have not been completed. Once they are not completed, they are on the order paper. When Moody came here, I was on the floor debating, and it was said it will continue. It's on the order paper. So let's be consistent, let's be helpful, let's be constructive to one another. With that, I welcome the intervention of the Chief Whip of the ruling party. Let's continue in that direction. And people are not Jesus, they cannot always turn the other cheek. But let's proceed in a respectful and dignified manner. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Any other member on this? Is it understand? So we are disposed, now we follow the point of privilege, not taking us back. 2 minutes.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Speaker. I raise on Rule 73, and I wish to quote, members must always keep the order and decorum of the House and treat each other, visitors, guests, presiding members, and staff of the Assembly with respect and dignity. I therefore wish to withdraw for provoking the Honorable Member before we went into recess. Equally,
Adjournment.
in this Honorable House, we ask that we all treat each other with respect. And I also wish to apologize for disrupting the proceedings. I so submit.
Thank you. Okay, so we are disposed of this one. Yes, Honorable Mashindangi.
Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker, for the floor. I will use 1 minute only. As I appreciate the Chief Whip of SWAPO for setting or doing the right thing. Honorable Deputy Speaker, I want to appeal to you and all the presiding members that Parliament is the house of the people, and we cannot in any way reduce this house to personal interpretations. Honorable Deputy Speaker, I'm appealing that in the event that you realize that you misled the House, you ought to apologize to this honorable House and make sure that going forward we follow the rules. We cannot be doing that. Tomorrow, the presiding member will come and decide this is how the order of the day will look like. The other day, it's not good. So I'm appealing to you, Honorable Deputy Speaker, to apologize to this honorable House and to assure us that these things will not continue because it's very wrong. Thank you.
If it will satisfy the House, I'm humble, I'm made of flesh and blood. I did not mislead you. I maybe have a wrong interpretation, which view I still have, but which is not maybe contrary to the views of the majority. I will never ever deceive anyone. It's not in my nature, but I hold a different view, and that can maybe not be in line in terms of understanding. Does that satisfy you? Thank you. Okay, that brings us now to on this matter. I don't come again. Okay. Yeah, Honorable Kalangula. Yeah. Honorable Kalangula. I'm talking to them, yeah.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, with all due respect, this happened several times, and we should bury it. Just hear me out, please. Rule 117. Honorable Deputy Speaker started off very well with the announcement, which is B. There should be with the A, swearing in of a new member. That's following the routine. Now K, order of the day. You see how far it is? How is this in this order? But we skip K. We did not even skip announcement. If Honorable Deputy Speaker wanted to skip anything, wouldn't it be fair to skip announcement first? If that's
Honorable Member, I think we have disposed that matter. You
Just
have
to
said
avoid it
no.
not happening
I mean, Honorable Member, with due
Because it will
respect.
come back, we are sure
No,
of that.
with due
Yes.
respect, we have discussed the matter. We have agreed to say we follow the routine of business, and you have said, your member said, I must apologize, which I have done. And what is the issue now?
Let it not reoccur, please.
How many times are you also misbehaving here? Yeah, and therefore, I said, I have done that, but again a member is bringing you back there. Thank you very much. Okay. No. See, message from the head of state. Any petitions? Reports of standing and select reports of standing and select committee.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, I lay upon the table for discussion the report on the 58th Plenary Assembly Session of the Southern African Development Community Parliamentary Forum, SADC-PF, from the 30th of November 2025 to the 5th of December 2025 in Durban, South Africa. I so move, Honorable Speaker, Deputy Speaker.
Please table the report. Any other report? I don't know. Honorable Aupindi.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, I lay upon the table for discussion report of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Natural Resources on the exploration activities by Headspring Investment Rosatom in Namibia. I so move, Honorable Deputy Speaker.
Thank you. Please table the report. George. Any other report, Honorable Shafuda? Honorable Shafuda? The other honorable members, maybe just when we come there, you can switch on, because now it's flickering. Okay, thank you.
Honorable Speaker, I lay upon the table in terms of Rule 222 of the Standing Rules and Orders, reports of the Auditor General on the accounts of the Regional Council of the Rongo for the financial year ended 31st March 2021, Town Council of Oshakati for the financial year ended 30 June 2023, Town Council for Rakana for the financial year ended 30 June 2023, Fisheries Observer Fund for the financial years ended 31st March 2022 and 2023, Criminal Assets Recovery Fund for the financial year ended 31st March 2025, Land Acquisition and Development Fund for the financial year ended 31st March 2025, National Disaster Fund for the financial years ended 31st March 2021, 2022, and 2023, Game Trust Fund for the financial years ended 31st March 2023 and 2024, and Trust Fund for Regional Development and Equity Provisions for the financial year ended 31st March 2025. I so move, Honorable Speaker.
Please table the report. Any other? Okay. Any other reports and papers? Notices of questions? I have Honorable Thomas.
Me. It's my time. Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, Deputy Speaker, honorable members, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes. You may not agree with me, but until I make this statement.
We agree. We agree.
On Tuesday, March 10, 2026, I shall ask Honorable Selma Aspala, the Minister of International Relations and Trade, the following question. There is escalated tension in the Middle East and the Gulf region, including Iran, and the potential for further escalation with potential disastrous consequences for Namibians who visit, live, work there. As effect of this attack has caused very worried to economic difficulties and the people who are working there and live there. My question, can the Honorable Minister clarify how many Namibians live in that area? What about our Namibian citizens who reside in Bahrain, Iraq, Qatar, Kuwait, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi? What step would you, Ministry, take to guarantee the safety of the Namibian? And how would you, Ministry, ensure the safe and the return? The reason why I do it, the Speaker always said, important matter must be written, I shall submit.
Okay, thank you. Please table the question. Honorable Klute. Yeah, we are following the rules, isn't it? I don't want again now to be told, isn't it? Thank you. Honorable Klute.
Honorable Speaker, I hereby give notice that on the 12th of March 2026, I shall ask the Honorable Minister of Works and Transport, noting that the Minister is directly responsible for the appointment of the Board of Directors of the Namibian Ports Authority, and that under the Ministry's authority, the current chairperson of that board was installed. Noting further that the chairperson is the managing director of a company that NAMFISA deregistered in August 2023 after finding that 7.3 million even in GBI government institutions pension fund money had been diverted to assist the entity also under his directorship. Noting further that GIPF has taken the extraordinary step of issuing a public warning against doing business with the company, declaring it legally prohibited from managing a fund that held 450 million in the retirement savings of Namibian public servants. Further noting that the firm nevertheless obtained a default judgment of 15 million against that fund, a trust subsequently ruled in its favor in a dispute over shares valued at up to 450 million, all drawn from the pensions of ordinary Namibians. The same minister who instructed the cancellation of the competitive tender for the 4 billion Luther's oil and gas supply base within 48 hours has now installed as chairperson of the board that will oversee that project, an individual whose firm was deregistered for diverting pension fund money. I therefore ask, did the minister approve the appointment of the current NAMCOR board chairperson, and was he aware of the NAMFISA deregistration and the GIPF public warning at the time he made that appointment? 2, what due diligence was conducted before making that appointment? And will the minister explain to this House and to the pensioners of this country how an individual at the center of a pension fund diversion came to be entrusted with the oversight of billions of Namibian dollars in state port infrastructure? 3, and finally, has the chairperson participated in any board decisions relating to the Luther's oil and gas supply base since the competitive tender was cancelled? And will the minister undertake to table before this House the full list of NAMCOR board members, their business interests, and the due diligence reports that informed each appointment. I so submit.
Thank you. Please table the report. Question. Honorable Angula.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Speaker. I would just like to say like what you said when we started with today's session. The brave gladiators of Namibia have been crowned champions of the 2026 COSAFA Women's Football Championship in the final against South Africa to bring home the coveted regional title. At least two of the women's national team have indicated that they will retire at the end of this tournament. Coming from difficult circumstances, many of these young ladies have dedicated years of their lives to honing their skills for the national team, yet they seemingly have nothing or very little to show for it. Meanwhile, other people who have represented the country, such as Olympic athletes and even beauty pageant winners like Miss Namibia, have been rewarded with large amounts of money and sometimes even houses. Some have had streets named after them. Yet we expect our brave gladiators to retire from active football and return to life in poverty. Based on the above mentioned, notice is hereby given that on Thursday, 12 March 2026, I shall ask the Honorable Minister of Education, Innovation, Sports, Youth and Arts and Culture, Dr. Sanet Tienkamp, and my fellow brother, Deputy Minister there. I can't wait for Tigers to beat Junino one day. What measures are put in place to reward these young sports women who have spent years, if not decades, serving their country? Number two, will the Ministry of Education consider a national sports pensions fund for retired sports persons who have achieved great feats for their country? And finally, number three, will the ministry prioritize employment opportunities for national sports heroes who spend years of experience to be used in national sports development programs across various sports disciplines? I so submit.
Thank you. Please table the question. Honorable Sumai. Honorable Ampanda.
Yeah, thank you, Deputy Speaker. I just want to advise the Secretariat as I pose my question that when you speak to the Deputy Speaker, you can be heard recorded. So, recently on the 13th of February 2026, via Government Notice 21, the Minister of Finance published regulations relating to citizenship and place of residence of Board of Directors and Executive Officers of banking institutions, microfinance banking institution and controlling company pursuant of the Banking Institutions Act 2023. We commend, salute and celebrate the Minister and welcome this development. It is indeed long overdue. We, however, have concern that while Namibia gained political independence from South Africa in 1990, it remains deeply integrated with and heavily reliant on the South African economy. This economic, financial and monetary reliance is structured through several key mechanisms. Financially, we appear to still be a 10th province of South Africa. Against this background, notice is hereby given that on Thursday, 6 March 2026, I shall ask Mr. Shafuda, Minister of Finance, the following. In terms of this regulation, a banking institution, microfinance banking institution, or controlling company that contravenes or fails to comply with this regulation is liable to a fine not exceeding 100,000 or imprisonment for a period not exceeding 3 years. Why is the penalty set at 100,000? Poaching, for example, is set at 200,000. And some of these institutions, like recently, a bank makes 5 million per day. But you fine them 100,000 for contravention. Doesn't the Honorable Minister agree that the amount should be increased to at least 1 million, because these banks make hundreds of millions and sometimes billion in profit every year. Relatedly, number 3, it was recently reported that Bank Windhoek closed a bank account of a Namibian named Simon Anjaba and more than 10 entities linked to him because of a quarrel. The fact that banks can simply decide to close customers' accounts whenever they want is concerning. This behavior by banks, which can erode trust in financial institutions, allows them to terminate the relationship without a warning, leaving customers unable to pay their bills. As a result, many customers are forced to rely on cash or keep their money under the mattresses. When will the ministry regulate banks regarding the issue of closing customers' bank account, like what they did with Simon Anjaba? I so submit.
Thank you. Please take the question. Honorable Luke. No, it was Lucato.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, members of Parliament, and the leaders of various political parties, good day and thank you for the platform. Today, Tuesday, 3 March 2026, I hereby give notice that on Thursday, 12 March 2026, I shall ask the Minister of Gender and Equality, Poverty Reduction, and Social Welfare, my relative sister, Honorable Dr. Emma Katema, Gomez, the following questions. Honorable Minister, the registration of grants for special groups in Namibia was halted between 2024-2025. The reasons you gave as a ministry responsible taking care of social groups was said to be the lack of resources and budget constraints. As a servant of the people, I have received numerous cries from corners of Namibia, especially from financial disadvantaged Namibians who rely on these grants for survival. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Minister, first question, therefore, how long it will take before the program resumes? Number 2, can you also indicate by listing the beneficiaries registered so far and the list of applicants who are still pending, those not approved for this August House and the masses of the country to receive clarity? Honorable Deputy Speaker, I so submit.
Please table the question. Thank you. No? Honorable Kalola. Huh?
Oral.
Okay, Honorable Mulunga.
Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. I hereby give notice that on Thursday, 12th of March 2026, I shall ask the Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries, Water and Land Reform, Honorable Inge Zamwani, come with the following questions. Honorable Minister, the seal population in Namibian waters continues to grow at an alarming rate, with very few predators preying on them to to reduce their stocks. It is estimated that Namibia has over 2 million seals that consumes millions of tons of fish per year. If the population is not managed in a sustainable manner, it may continue to put pressure on our marine resources and the survival of the Namibian fishing industry. In the hake industry, for example, the increase in population of seals decreases the availability of hake stocks. Statistics has shown that the seals consume about 2 million tons of fish per year. The entire Namibia hake industry is about 154,000 tons per year, which amounts to 6.2% of the total fish consumed by the seals. A report on the motion to find a solution to this devastating effect of the increase in seal population on the sustainable harvesting of the fish stocks in Namibia was tabled in this August House in 2025, highlighting key recommendations. I therefore pose the following questions. Number one, what is the Ministry's official policy position on the seal population management, and how is the policy being managed to ensure sustainable control of the seal population levels? Number two, can the Honourable Minister provide the House with an updated scientific data and independent research on the seal population growth and its direct impact on key commercial fish species, including juvenile stock depletion and the long-term stock recovery? Number three, what is the total allowable catch for the seal population in the 2026 harvesting season, and to which fishing companies has the Ministry allocated the harvesting quotas? Number four, and finally, can the Honourable Minister update this House on what the Ministry has done thus far in implementing the recommendation of the seal population report tabled in this House? I so submit.
Thank you, Honorable Mbundu. You just wait, just. Honorable Bundu.
So, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I hereby give notice that on Thursday, the 12th of March, 2026, I shall ask the Honorable Minister of Industrial and Mines and Energy, Honorable Modestus, answer the following. In the light of recent report of tension, instability at National Petroleum Corporation of Namibia, NAMCOR, and considering its strategic importance to Namibians' oil and gas future, clarity and reassurance are needed from the Ministry. Question one, what are the root causes of the report in fighting at NAMCOR, and when did the Ministry become aware of it? Question two, why has this internal conflict been allowed to continue for such a prolonged period without decisive intervention? Question three, what concrete step has the Ministry taken to restore stability and protect the integrity of NAMCOR? Question four, is the Ministry concerned that concerned that ongoing instability at NAMCOR may discourage current or potential investor in Namibia petroleum sector? Lastly, one and final, how will the Ministry ensure that governance, transparency, and accountability at NAMCOR are strengthened to safeguard national interests going forward? I so submit.
Thank you, Honorable Binge.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Speaker. I hereby give notice that on Thursday, 12 March 2026, I shall ask the Right Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Dr. Elian Gurada, the following. Namibia constitutions and the decentralization framework affirm the importance of participatory democracy and inclusive governance. Various ministries, government agencies, institutions, and parliamentary committees frequently conduct public consultation on draft policies and legislation, mostly across regional capitals and major towns in Namibia. which are often held during standard weekdays working hours. This may unintentionally limit participation by rural residents, workers, youth, women, and other community members who cannot easily travel or take time off from work. It has therefore been observed that public consultations are only seen as formalities rather than genuine community dialogue. I therefore ask the following questions. How will the government ensure that public consultations are scheduled at times and locations that are accessible to working citizens, rural communities, and vulnerable groups? Does government collect and analyze data on who participate in consultations, for example by region, gender, age, or socio-economic background, to assess whether participation is truly representative? What formal mechanisms are in place to report back to participants on how their inputs influence final policies and legislations? How does government distinguish between genuine public consultation and information sharing sessions where decisions have already been made? In conclusion, in light of concerns that consultations may sometimes be perceived as procedural rather than substantive, what steps is government taking to build public confidence that citizen contributions genuinely shared Namibian national decision making? I so submit.
Thank you. Please take the question. Honorable Ngombe.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, I hereby give notice that on 12 March 2026, I shall ask the Minister of Industries, Mines and Energy, Honorable Modesto Samutse, the following questions. In light of growing public concerns regarding the issuing of exclusive prospecting licenses, between brackets EPLs, in both the mining and petroleum sector, particularly to entities that appear to have limited technical capacity, financial resources, or operational presence in Namibia, often described as briefcase companies. This matter is of national importance. This matter is of national importance as it concerns transparency, accountability, access to Namibia's natural resources, and the safeguarding of our country's mineral and petroleum wealth for the benefit of all Namibians. Question 1. How many EPLs have been issued in the past 5 years to companies without prior operational experience in mining or petroleum exploration? 2. What measures is the ministry taking to prevent speculative holding of EPLs for the purpose of resale or passive transfer rather than active exploration and development? 3, and final. Will the minister table before this House a full list of all active EPL holders, including their beneficial ownership structures? Honorable Speaker, I so submit.
Thank you. Please take the question. Honorable Amkoto.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Speaker. I hereby give a notice that on Thursday, the 12th of March 2026, I shall ask the Minister of Urban and Rural Development, Honorable Sangwasa James Sangwasa, the following question. Honorable Minister, local authorities are the engines of development in our towns. Community judge government not by plans on paper, but by projects completed on the ground. Yet across many towns, we continue to see troubling patterns when council change development projects that were initiated or approved are suddenly delayed, parked, or quietly abandoned. As someone who has served at the local government level and has seen firsthand how communities wait for this project, it raises a serious concern about continuity, accountability, and oversight within our local authorities. Honorable Minister, residents are not interested in political transition within council. They want development to continue regardless of who is in the office.
Yes.
A clear example is the formalization of the Kanita location in Nomthia town, which was approved in 2023, yet up to date, nothing is happening on the ground. It is therefore on that basis that I ask, what concrete step has the ministry taken to ensure that development projects approved by the previous council continue without interruption when the new council assumes office? Number two, can the Honorable Minister provide this House with a number of local authorities development projects currently stalled or delayed across the country? Number three, what monitoring or oversight mechanism does the ministry have in place to ensure that local authority executive implement council approved projects within reasonable time frame? Number four, in cases where projects are stalled for years, who is held accountable? Is the council, or is the executive, or is the ministry? Number five, and the last one, does the Honorable Minister accept that failure to ensure continuity of the project is a slowing down development in our towns and undermining the expectation of our residents? I so submit.
Please table the question. Thank you. Honorable Buti.
Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. I hereby give notice that on the 12th of March 2026, I shall ask the following question to the Minister of Gender Equality and Child Welfare, Honorable Emma Kantema. Honorable Speaker, honorable members, in the light of the heartbreaking incident in Ohalumbele village on Nesi constituency, where a 3-year-old girl was strangled by her father's girlfriend, on the 20th of February 2026, a tragedy that has shocked our nation. Under the Child Care Act Protection 3 of 2015, this state has a legal duty to protect our children, yet a vague reports leave us with no clarity on why this child was left in a harm's way. Honorable Speaker, honorable members, we are not here to intervene with a police investigation, but to demand accountability for the systemic failures that led to this. Transparency is not an option when a child dies. I'm not asking about the murder. I'm asking about the family or ministry file, sorry. Onesi population is only 22,699, while Namibia has an average of 1 social worker for every 17,923 children. I therefore ask the Honorable Minister the following. Do we have a file on this child? Do we have a child on this household? Number two, has the ministry conducted an internal audit to see if any reports of domestic instability or red flags were filed by neighbors, teachers, or clinics regarding this household prior to the tragedy? Number three, what administrative preventive measures will be faced by the regional head of social services if it's found that the report was made under section 133, which is duty to report, but no intervention took place? Number four, considering the vague information released by the police, will the minister commit to the departmental statement clarifying how this strategy exposes the gaps in our current national agenda for children? Can you confirm, my minister, the vacancy rate for social workers in Omusati? How many days per week a qualified social worker physically present at the accessible at Onesi constituency office to respond to Child Protection Act. I so submit. Thank you.
Yeah, please submit a question. Submit. People are asking. Honorable Kanzorondu.
Thank you so much, Deputy Speaker. Today we are in Omusati region.
Oh, we had a break.
I hereby give notice that on Thursday, the 5th March 2026, I shall ask the Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Land Reform, Honorable Inge Damani, the following questions. The Oshambelo Livestock Development Center, LDC, located 20 kilometers west of Sandi, in Namibia, Musati region, is a 5,760 hectares government-managed facility undergoing significant upgrades. It focuses on enhancing northern communal area, farming through improved water reticulation for 22 grazing camps, and modern abattoir for cattle and small stock. As of late 2024 and early 2025, the Ministry of Agriculture has equipped the center specifically addressing water shortages by installing new pipes, tanks, and troughs. The LDC supports the Livestock Support Program, LCP, to boost agricultural entrepreneurship, provide market access and local farmers, and supply livestock product to retailers and government institutions. The facility features extensive land meant for livestock development and management in the northern region. It serves as a key site for livestock auctions and slaughtering, with recent efforts aimed at revitalizing the previous neglected, long-delayed project. After all these good initiatives, with a clear aims and objective, went in vain after the traditional chief of Ukwaludi Traditional Authority have been grazing his cattle on this farm since the drought of 2019, while having a son employed at this farm. The director responsible for Directorate of Agriculture Research, Training and Development Subdivision Livestock Research is doing cover-ups. These cattle have been grazing in Oshambelo Livestock Development Center for free water, free grazing, free vaccination, leaks and fodder, under the concept of Otweli Mangulula. I therefore ask Honorable Minister the following questions. Honorable Minister, have the Ministry approved the livestock of Okwaludi sheep to be grazed at Oshabelo Livestock Development Center? If yes, please explain why him only, and where is the approval letter or this agreement? If not, what are the consequences and the step of Ministry will take against the culprits and the chief himself? How many cattle have been grazing there since 2019 up to date? What are the cost implications of using government facilities since 2019 up to date? The free vaccination cost, free fodder, free leaks, free grazing. When will the chief cattle be ousted from the LDC to be followed by heavy punishment? Is there no case of gratification?
Okay, thank you.
Maladministration
thank you, Honorable Member.
against the
Let's
son
follow.
and
Thank you. Yeah. We'll just submit. Let's follow the rules, Honorable Members. Yeah. Follow the rules. Thank you. Yeah, I'm reminded of break. I don't know now what is the time. 16. Yeah, we can break. 10 minutes. Sit fine. 10 minutes. Yeah, it's 10 minutes. Or 15.
Taras region. 36 Rovos rail staff members and 45 tourists were on board. This reported accident raises serious concerns regarding rail infrastructure, safety, maintenance oversight, and executive accountability. Honorable Minister, it is based on this background and in the absence of an independent investigation unit that I now ask the following question. Number one, what specific section of the rail track where the derailment occurred was inspected in accordance with prescribed national rail safety standards prior to the train being authorized to operate? Number two, if inspection was done, can the Honorable Minister table the inspection reports and the safety clearance certificates issued for that section of track? Number three, what statutory or policy justification exists for outsourcing rail track maintenance and inspection functions while TransNamib employed inspection personnel remains inactive? Number four, what oversight mechanisms are in place to ensure that outsourced contractors comply with national rail safety regulations and contractual obligations? As I conclude, number five, is the Honorable Minister aware that since the Executive Officer of TransNamib assumed office in April 2024, he has reportedly not conducted official visits to the southern region, including stations outside Windhoek, nor engaged directly with employees stationed in those regions? If aware, does the Honorable Minister consider such absence of executive engagement consistent with effective oversight, operational accountability, and sound corporate governance within the national rail operator? Honorable Minister, could this lack be part of the contributing factor? I so submit, Honorable Deputy Speaker.
Thank you. Please table the question. Honorable High Caller.
Agent, it's Agent Oral.
Honorable Brinkman. Honorable Shitana. Honorable Berta. Okay. Honorable Ithete. Honorable, okay, I think the first person to take was Honorable Somai. Oh, no. Honorable Mongu has a written one. Honorable Mongu. Then we'll start with oral and with Honorable Somai.
I hereby give notice that on Thursday, 12 March, I shall ask the Minister of International Relations and Trade, Honorable Selma Shipala Musavi, the following. Honorable Speaker, in light of the rapidly shifting global geopolitical landscape, Namibia's strategic role within SADC and AU is more important than ever. The region faces complex political, economic, and security challenges that demand proactive leadership. As the opposition, we seek to understand that how the government intends to strengthen Namibia's influence, safeguard our national interest, and contribute meaningfully to regional and continental agenda in the immediate, medium, and long term. I therefore ask the following questions. What concrete measure is Namibia undertaking to strengthen the influence within SADC and AU in response to the current shift in global geopolitics? How is Namibia ensuring that its contribution to SADC and AU initiatives effectively promote peace and social economic development? In the immediate term, how is Namibia positioning itself and its regional partners to respond to emerging global challenges, including geopolitical tensions, economic instability, and security threats? Over the next 5 to 10 years, how does Namibia plan to leverage its membership in SADC and AU to advance regional economic integration, trade facilitation, and investment opportunities? And finally, in the long term, what is Namibia's strategic vision for strengthening Africa's collective influence in global governance through SADC and the AU? I so submit.
Thank you. Please take the question. Thank you, Honorable Somaip. We are all with written questions, ne?
Yeah, Deputy Speaker, maybe you have to guide me. I'm having 2 oral questions to different ministers.
No, you know that one. You know.
That's why it's
Okay.
guidance.
You know.
Guidance.
Eh?
Guidance.
No, you know it's just one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I will choose another.
Then tomorrow. Tomorrow is also a day.
Yeah, thank you, Deputy Speaker. I was having an option, but I have to choose the Minister of Urban and Rural Development.
Yeah?
But the Deputy Minister is around.
No, that one also you know. The questions are put to the minister, isn't it?
Okay, then I will go to environment.
Environment, okay.
Yes.
But the minister was... Oh.
Because Minister of Urban is always disappearing. I don't know. Is he serving the meetings or parliament? But nevertheless, Honorable...
I think the 2 bodies of yours, you know, you can.
Minister of Environment.
No, I'm addressing the member. That's why the member knows it. It's a lighter note also.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't come in where you are not invited. Okay, Honorable.
Yeah, Honorable Minister, there is a story that is roaming around in Namibia. Not the story, but the issue of Kunene Freya Smart City. And there is a recruitment process that is ongoing, started in Zambezi, ended up here in Windhoek and also in Kunene. And now that our unemployed youths are flocking and line up for recruitment, there is a mixed feeling that this project is not yet approved from the Ministry of Environment. So I want Honorable Minister to clear the air. What is the current situation? Because we are now in 2 legs. I have to do a personal research. I also found out from the local regional authorities, but they are not aware. And such rumors of such issues are misleading our unemployed youth. So, Minister must clear about this smart city of Kaoko or Kunene Freya city so that it must be clarified. So I submit.
Thank you, Honorable Minister.
Honorable Deputy Chairperson, honorable members. Thank you, Deputy Speaker. My apology for that. Honorable member, thank you for
phone
the...
maybe not, or the earphone, apparently. Okay, yeah.
Phone is far away. Okay. Thank you for the question. And I'm very happy that you started off saying there is a story. Yes, indeed, it's a story to entertain those probably that are bored or something. I have responded to that narrative. The time I saw that, I responded. I issued a press statement for everyone to know that as far as my office is concerned, the Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism, there is nothing of that nature. The Kaoko Freya also just came to learn about it into the social media and eventually into the news. Based on that, we have issued a statement that indicated the position of the ministry, that we have not issued something like that, and if there are applications still to reach my office, they have not done so. And I think yesterday there was also an article in the newspaper. But I'm happy that at least you are referring to it as a story. Yeah, I also considered it as a story, or maybe rumors, or somebody just want to influence the youth falsely, or to tell them to come and apply for something that I'm not aware. I'm not aware of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Shitana. Honorable Shitana.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy. I have a question to the Minister of Health, Honorable Vintawa. It is regards to 30 students that are in Zambia. 8, they are at Levi, Mwanawasa University. 22 at Gideon Robert University. I tried to make a chat with you last week, and you did manage to do some payment, and you only do the payment on allowances. These students are still not going to school. It is now 1 week and 3 days today. They are still at home, and they receive their allowances, but they are not going to school. So the question is, why the ministry is not paying the school fee, and why the ministry is paying the allowances when students are not going to school? So I submit.
Okay. Honorable Minister, can you share light? It seems you had a discussion.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Member. Indeed, the Honorable Member was kind enough to have a conversation with me regarding the situation. I believe it was last week where we touched on the matter. I did provide a response to the Honorable Member based on the reasons why there were delayed payments for the particular students. And we also did mention to the Honorable Member that we were then in talks with the Finance Department to ensure that going forward this doesn't happen again, to iron out those issues, particularly because the Honorable Member did state that as a result of the delayed payments, students were sitting at home and were unable to go to school. So I agree with the Honorable Member that it's a very important question, and as I did mention to the Honorable Member, outside of the response that I gave and the fact that payments are now being made, we do want to find better ways of doing it going forward. We have been informed that we have various students all around, of course, and in various countries, and we want to make sure that they get timely payments so they can sustain themselves. So we are working on it to find a more sustainable solution moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Berta. Just wait. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Deputy Speaker, for the opportunity. I would like to seek clarity from my Minister of Education regarding the recent advertised HOD posts, if I may.
Yes.
Yeah. Given the due date of this post, I think it's qualified to be an urgent oral question because the due date is approaching and there might need to an intervention from the minister that will align with our recruitment procedures as well as equality and equal opportunities for all Namibians. In the Circular B of 2026, there were some HOD post advertised at schools where various languages are being taught, but the advertisement limits eligibility to candidates who only specialize in 2 rather than all the subjects offered in that department. I'm focusing on language department specifically. At the school which I have observed that it needs intervention, North Friends in Rundu Seket. The advert for head of departments limits to only Rukwangari and English alongside, where it limits to Rukwangari and English, however it offers Africans and Portuguese as well. So I wish to highlight that in public service staff rule, the advert supposed to be fairly determined to ensure that all teachers that are eligible are able to apply. So I therefore ask for clarity, since the supervision duty of a head of department is always clarified in every head of department position, I would like to know if this head of department is going to supervise all the subjects, all the languages offered at that school, If yes, why were the rest excluded? And I want to highlight that this school has over 700 African students, but they were not, the head of department post did not include Africans. So I want to know why it was excluded from the advert, and if there's certain justification, perhaps, should be clarified. And another question that I want to know is that, I just want to know if there is anything that can be done where the advert limits eligibility on promotion. Can we perhaps consider reviewing the advert so that it can cater for all the teachers that are eligible? Or is there anything that can be done? Thank you.
Thank you. Are you able to assist us, Minister?
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker, Deputy Speaker, and Honourable Member. In essence, 3 questions were asked. Why excluded? The answer I don't have right now. Any justification? The answer I don't have right now. Can anything be done? I'm sure something can be done. So what we need to determine is, first and foremost, we need to understand that all our promotional posts for head of departments and for principals are handled by the Teaching Service Committee, who is chaired by a commissioner, Public Service Commissioner. So we are trying to get it right with all our advertisements, that the advertisements must be placed according to our national curriculum framework. Even the institutions of higher learning, they need to follow the national curriculum framework if they want to offer training to teachers. So that is a very important alignment. Now, I don't want to go into the detail, but I will find out more about Noordgrens and specifically Rukwangali and English. But we must understand, even at NIET, our National Institute of Educational Development in Okahania, you have one person appointed for foreign languages, yeah? Because the genetics is the same, and the generics, they are the same, the rubrics that we use. So it might not, the person in Rukwangali and English would still be able to support the Afrikaans teachers. So that is usually how it's done, but I can find out if there was any anomaly in this matter. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Honorable Itvete.
Should I take? Take a paper. You write it.
I just saw your light here.
Yes, Honorable Deputy Speaker, I thought you saw the note I sent earlier to you, that I don't really have a question, but it's more on the directions, how to handle oral questions. You can rule me out. I will sit down if I'm out of order, okay, but you can hear me out.
Let's do this. It's just 20 minutes. There are 5. Let me dispose. Yes. Then I can come.
Please.
But I didn't know. Okay, Honorable Kalola. Justice. Okay, thank you, Honorable Kangulu.
Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. I would like to ask my counterpart, my senior ministers of defense. Yeah, he is my counterpart.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Oh. You are starting now.
Senior Honorable Minister Kaposi, the issue of veterans. Veteran currently camping at the SWAPO office. I'm very much concerned with the time. They've been there for long, yet you are one of them. Why don't you be with them? Why don't you get to them? Why don't you go and listen to them? When last were you the Honorable Minister? In as far as the humility and immunity is concerned, why should we subject them to that condition? A condition that reflects them when they were in the bush, but they are in the independent, free and independent country, a country that they fought for. Can you not, perhaps, I can join you, or if you so that we can mediate with the Secretary General SWAPO for a reasonable solution towards these members. Truly, my senior, I want you to act, I want you to get involved. Let's not neglect them. Let's not ignore them, because of course they have sacrificed for this country, and we must respect them by eventually making or ensuring that our intervention, even if it's not fashionable or favorable, we are able to get to them. Thank you.
Point of. Let the minister answer. Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Speaker. I would like to thank Honorable Kangulu for the question. Well, I think we do our part. As far as that part which I am responsible for is concerned, I think we are not in dispute with them. I have never refused to look at them. If they ever want to talk to me, they can always just ask to see me. But you see, the issue that they are dealing with, according to what I have heard, has nothing to do with the veteran issues in Namibia. They are quarreling with the UN. They are not really quarreling so, but if there is something that as veterans, and they think, I know they are concerned about they are concerned about the issue of 2.2, that money is not being increased and all those. That aspect I'm sympathetic and I understand. We are trying to read what the law says, because it is in the law. So, but otherwise, really, there are no. I'm not quarreling with them. There is no dispute between us and them, as far as I'm concerned. But if they want me to visit them, with pleasure, I will do so.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Honorable Karonda.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Yeah, thank you. Mine is to the Minister of Mines, Honorable Modestus Amte. We have seen that geopolitically there are ferocious shifts in the tectonic plates. The tremors are being felt in the Middle East, and now the market, especially the oil market, is responding. The crude oil prices are said to have jumped from $63 to $80 per barrel. What is the level of preparedness, and how do we anticipate to deal with these, and how soon do you think we are likely to see an upward movement in the price of oil in Namibia? Thank you.
Thank you. I think with that will be the last matter, because the 20 minutes has been exhausted. So I will just allow the Minister to respond for the sake of concluding the discussion.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Speaker and Honorable Member. Yeah, that's a valid question, and it's a concern to the world. Namibia got its supply from the Middle East and also from other parts of the world, like India and the EU. So for now, we are still monitoring the situation. We have not yet come to the position of making a determination as to whether we must increase the oil price at the pump or whether we should still wait until we see how things unfold. But for now, we'll continue with the price that we have, which we have determined last Friday and made announcement there too, until we have make probably other determinations on the basis of the condition in the Middle East. Number one, it will be informed on the continuity of the situation. It will be informed on factors of the availability of the oil itself within the Republic of Namibia, and those that are in stock, and those that are in road coming to Namibia to fill the gap as we continue to consume. But yes, it is a concern for everyone in the world, including Namibia, and we will continue to inform the people of Namibia as to where we are. But for now, the security of oil is not really, for the next 2 or 3 months, is not a serious concern yet for Namibia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The availability of it. But of course,
Thank
the
you.
price will be informed by the ongoing conditions in the Middle East. Yes.
Thank you. That concludes now the urgent matters in terms of the 20 minutes. And we go now to the next stage, notices of motions. Honorable Jasperes, Kandorondu, motion. Okay.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, honorable members, I rise today to give a notice of motion in Parliament. Today, this House to discuss, for the 12th of March 2026, this House to discuss this motion regarding the effect of Decapitalium psychomosis, commonly known as Hefblar in Afrikaans, Oshikurioma Gierero, or Petit in Lukwangali. Afrikaans Hefblar, Oshikurioma Gierero, or poisonous leaf in English. It's a small prostrate shrub. Don't take it the other side. In a family of Decapitaliaceae, native to the northern part of southern Africa, while in Namibia is commonly known in eastern Oshothenjupa and Omaheke, respectively. It is notable as a common cause of lethal cattle poisoning in these regions and is considered as one of the most toxic plants to cattle and goats in Namibia. For a very long time, it's estimated that this plant poisoning in Namibia attribute to 80% of all cattle and goats mortality caused by poisonous plant, Oshikurioma or Hefblar. The majority of 70% of fatal cases are in Omaheke and Oshothenjupa. It is a significant agricultural hazard, particularly during dry season when other forage is scarce and is the only green plant in the grazing area. The current mitigation strategy includes grazing management, isolating effects animal, and using specialized charcoal-based feeds. Key aspect of Oshikurioma, it is cardiac glycoside, meaning it affects the heart, and only small amounts need to be ingested to be fertile. Symptoms and treatment affect animal often display a walk stop behavior, becoming lethargic or restless. It is critical to prevent affected animal from drinking water immediately after ingestion and this can cause death. Misidentification. While dangerous to animals, its leaves are sometimes mistaken for edible species by humans. Therefore, there is a need to discuss this to give obligation to the relevant ministry to find scientists that will come up with a solution on how to stop livestock mortality rate due to a Shikurioma or poisonous plant. I move that Parliament discuss this motion and refer to the relevant committee for public consultation and report back. I so move.
Please table the motion. Honorable Kambala.
Mr. Speaker, I hereby give notice that on the 11th of March 2026, I shall move the following. In December 2005, the National Assembly of the Republic of Namibia passed the Conferment of Status of Founding Father of the Liberian Nation Act, formally bestowing the title of Founding Father of the Liberian Nation upon His Excellency Dr. Sam Nyoma. That was not a symbolic gesture. It was a solemn declaration of gratitude by a free people to a man who carried the burden of our liberation on his shoulders. Nation honors the architects of freedom in visible, tangible ways. For instance, Ghana preserves the legacy of Kwame Nkrumah at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park and Museum. South Africa safeguards the memory of Nelson Mandela at the Nelson Mandela Museum and honors Oliver Tambo through the Oliver Tambo Heritage House. Rwanda has transformed its former presidential palace into the Rwanda Art Museum. Zambia preserves the Chiliga House 394. The question is no longer who shaped our past, it is whether we are bold enough to preserve it. It is not just historical figures that can be considered in the domain of heritage preservation. Historical buildings can similarly be conveying a powerful message in the preservation of collective memory. The Old State House, which serves as the first seat of independent Namibian government and the residence of our first president, is a case in point. Its value should be worth more than its current utilization as the office of Vice President. It is against this background, I hereby give notice that on the 11th of March, I shall move that this Assembly does the following. Formally designates the Old State House as a national heritage site and permanent museum dedicated to the life, work, and enduring legacy of the founding president. 2, mandate the ministry responsible for culture to constitute a task force consisting of the National Museum of Namibia, National Heritage Council, and the Dr. Sam Nyoma Foundation and family in centralizing, preserving, and curating his historical documents, photographs, artifacts, and personal memorabilia within this national institution. I so by move, Mr. Speaker.
Please table the motion. Honorable Ampanda.
Among the many lessons learned from COVID-19 pandemic, the limitations of Western medicine and the urgent need to consider alternative healthcare systems stands out particularly significant. While patients struggled on life support machines in hospital, ordinary Namibian in rural communities found refuge in traditional medicine and practices that, by their own account, helped save their lives. These communities even began to joke that COVID-19 was a disease for those with medical aid and in urban residences. Although we were repeatedly informed that individuals with compromised immune systems were most at risk, many rural dwellers, despite underlining vulnerabilities remain remarkably resilient. In the villages and Kukashop, it is widely claimed that Tombo and Kaspembe were effective in sanitizing the throat against COVID. Whether or not such claims are scientifically verifiable, they cannot simply be dismissed because, like other indigenous knowledge systems, they have been largely ignored by the post-independent state. We recall how steaming became a widespread practice, with many asserting that it saved their lives, even as the Ministry of Health maintained that it could not recommend such method without endorsement from the World Health Organization. We also remember how the price of Etudi Jonjaba, elephant dung, soared during the pandemic, reflecting public reliance on traditional remedies in the absence of accessible alternatives. Despite these realities, the government remains reluctant to enact a legislation that will promote, regulate, and integrate traditional medicine into our public health care system. This reluctance persists even though many of the same leaders, all of us, when faced with personal or electoral crisis, quietly seek the counsel of traditional practitioners in the middle of the night. Indeed, the mental health bill currently before Parliament entirely omits any reference to traditional methods of treatment. The truth is that between a Western-trained doctor and a traditional healer, most leaders would entrust the care of a relative going cuckoo, experiencing mental distress, to the latter. Beyond this contradiction lies a broader opportunity. Other nations have already made significant progress in integrating traditional medicine into their public healthcare system. The Chinese and the Indian models are exemplary in this regard. In fact, traditional medicine have formed the foundation for the development of a robust pharmaceutical industry in those countries. Closer to home, South Africa, the Ministry of Health in that country collaborates with traditional leaders on the regulatory framework for traditional practices such as circumcision. Burkina Faso's national health policy now includes departments of traditional medicine within public hospitals. The neglect of traditional medicine is one of the enduring injustices of colonization, a form of self-rejection rooted in what we decolonial scholars term coloniality of knowledge and coloniality of being. In light of the above, notice is hereby given that on Wednesday, 15 March 2026, I shall move that this Assembly, 1, debates the necessity of enacting legislation to promote, regulate, and integrate traditional medicine and traditional healthcare more broadly into our public healthcare systems. 2, considers how such legislation could enable Namibia to develop a pharmaceutical industry grounded in traditional medicine. 3, mandates the Ministry of Health and Social Services in collaboration with the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development and under the supervision of a relevant standing committee to undertake comprehensive national consultation on the proposed law to promote, regulate, and integrate traditional medicines and traditional healthcare into the public healthcare system. I so submit, Honorable Deputy Speaker.
Thank you. Please table the motion. Honorable Winnie.
I hereby give notice in terms of Rule 76 of the Standing Rules, Orders, and Internal Arrangements that leave of absence be granted to Honorable Fries until further notice. I so move.
Okay, thank you. Please table the motion. Hello. Honorable Member Decorum. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Now we are going, notice, we are done with motions, ministerial statement, none, reports from the Committee of the Whole House, none, orders of the day. The Secretary will read the first order of the day.
Resumption of debate on the nomination and the renomination of members of the Public Service Commission for a period of 5 years.
Okay, when this assembly adjourned on Thursday the 26th, the matter, let me get the ruling now. The matter stands as an undisposed business at the adjournment, and I will now therefore give the Honorable Prime Minister a right of reply.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Speaker.
Hello? Before they reply? Yes? Let me hear him out. Just take your seat, Honorable. Point of privilege.
Yes, I'm asking on the procedural question. You would recall, well, you were not the presiding officer. There were members who wanted to contribute. And I'm very happy that we are at least giving the mover an opportunity to respond, so that whatever we said, whether it's true or not true, can at least be responded to, which is good. I salute that. But there were members on the floor who wanted to contribute. So how do we deal with that matter? Because there were members who wanted to contribute.
No. Okay, just take the seat. I don't know, we must be guided. Because this thing went to voting, isn't it? It went to voting and there was no quorum, which means the process must start there. I just used the discretion that to conclude, the mover must at least respond. That's the discretion I include. If we are about to start where we ended, then I must put that question into the voting. Because I just use my discretion to say, any motion, there is a mover, and then there is the concluding, the same person concludes. So it's where I said now the Prime Minister must respond to what the contributions were. Because the matter technically went to voting, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm using that discretion to allow the Prime Minister to respond, and then the question will be put whether we agree to what the Prime Minister has tabled or we don't. Yeah. Okay, Prime Minister.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Speaker. Thank you very much, Honorable members.
Yeah. Let him respond, because I've dealt with that matter. Honorable members.
Honorable Chief Whips, Honorable Karonda.
Aye.
I think firstly, I want to say thank you very much for your comments, those for and those contrary. It is in the spirit of this House that we can discuss openly, that we can debate frankly, that we can interrogate robustly, and with the objective of being able to find one another. And on that point, therefore, Honorable Deputy Speaker, from our side, and more so as leader of government business in the August House, perhaps we too need to do more to reach out to the honorable members on the other side, so that whatever we bring on the floor, we can speak to each other, we can liaise with one another, because these are issues ultimately of national interest. And therefore, as per what we discussed and what the motion is, as you know, I rose before this August House to present the nomination of 4 members, and to motivate 4 nominees, namely Ambassador Patrick Nandago, Commissioner and Chairperson Designate, Mr. Gerson Kamatuka, reappointment as Commissioner, Ambassador Linda Scott, new appointment as Commissioner, and Ms. Ludwina Shapwa, new appointment as Commissioner. And therefore, in responding, because there were an array of issues, one touched on the age, the other touched on the youth, the other touched
qualification.
Qualification, the other touched on ethnicity, amongst other things. Which was? Yeah, that one. The what? The defect. Yeah. So I think fundamentally we need to establish one or two things as house rules. One is that we must engage more. That we have established. And also for you then to know that regardless of whether you agree with me or not, still we must listen to one another. And that's the point. Now, the objectives of the Public Service Commission is well known, and I think honorable members have also read and understood it. And as we have announced not too long ago, that the Public Service Commission is about 118,000 employees. And the argument of youth, I don't think anybody from this side will say we don't want youth or we cannot fight for the youth. There are, including himself that is speaking, Honorable former teacher of CES, all of the many honorable members that are on that side, including the one coming in, these are all our generation of youth. And we spoke and articulated the very matter of youth empowerment. So it is not a debate on that score. It's something that we are profoundly agreeable in terms of advocating for that. So it's not an issue there. And the public service in totality, arguably, majority in the public service are young people. Last year alone, those, as per the count we have made, last year alone, over 4,000 young people were employed in the public service. So bringing these names and these nominees, consideration has been had. One, on the aspect of ethnicity, on the aspect, qualification, experience, and it would be incorrect to say that the nominees are all old people. And it would also be incorrect to say that the nominees do not have experience. The nominees, as indicated, there's one with 35 years experience, 35 years experience, two. The other one, 20 years experience, and 15 years experience, 20 years experience. So the experience is there. Now, Honorable Deputy Speaker, the point is this. As I have said, we will convey and consult more in future, but we cannot dispute the fact that the public service plays a very important role. And that role, honorable members, and I know you will agree with me, as one consideration, for example, those that we appoint as members of the Public Service Commission, their work should exclusively be to be impartial in the decisions that they take. Now, hindsight and history sometimes teaches us many things. Sometimes, if you put me and I am determining the appointment of this young person, I might have that human inclination to say, this one is going to earn more than me. And therefore, this young one must not be the one that must ascend to this position. So we look at these considerations and say, on the scale of probability, if we are to have these 8 people balanced, including those from the youth, from the marginalized, from this tribe, from that tribe, as was discussed in this August House, because ultimately, you see, initially, honorable members were saying, this ethnic group is not there, that ethnic group is not there. And it turned out it's because perhaps they did not check the whole totality of the members. And I was happy that towards the end, some honorable members were able to say, no, I withdraw. I think it was Honorable Hengari. Yeah, she was magnificent in pointing that out. So, honorable members, in conclusion, continue. In conclusion, it is well noted and it was well appreciated that we debated on this matter. It is well acknowledged that there were various opinions on it. It is well understood. But fundamentally, we must, and as per this nomination, let us support the appointment of the public service commissioners, the 4 of them, so that they can complement the others that are there, and on the understanding that from our side we make this commitment and undertaking, we must do more to reach out. On many matters that we will bring, let's discuss, especially the chief whips. Yeah, it can be black and white, no problem. The undertaking can be there. But it is important that we must make sure that our public service commission is reflective of the Namibian landscape, is reflective of the experience that is diverse, is reflective of the very character that we want to see. So, Honorable Comrade Deputy, I move.
Is to say, thank you. I now put that the motion be adopted. No. I now put, honorable members, no, Honorable Garonda, point of privilege will be granted. You see, we are in a process. No, okay. No. Can you sit, my brother, honorable member? After the mover has replied, I have to put the question that the motion be agreed. No, that should, when the mover reply, we are done there. Now I put the question that the motion be adopted or agreed to. Any objection? Any objection to the motion? And then therefore the motion, any objection to the motion? Yeah, objection. Okay, now, since there is a, a motion to agree to, and there is an objection. Any secondment for the objection? Okay, I will take Honorable Swartboy because he sees first. And therefore, we have to put now the House into voting. I ask those who are against. I therefore now call for voting. Now, we will take, let's ring the bell. Let's ring the bell. Honorable members, you have said, ring the bell, close the doors and ring the bell. Where is the bell? Ring the bell. Wakwetu. It's not ringing. Eh? It's ringing. Oh, sorry. Oh, we don't hear inside. No. Eh? Honorable members. Okay. Wait. Okay, honorable members, let's, Honorable Karonda, just sit, honorable members. We've rang the bell, just sit. One, huh? Hello, just wait. Okay, staff. Honorable members, let us listen to each other. I'm going to ask, since we ring the bell, we've locked the doors, are those members in favor? Members in favor? Hello? Hello, honorable members. Huh? What, this is a personal bullshit. What personal bullshit? The voting can take place anyway. Okay. Honorable members, did you count? Okay. Please record honorable members, we are counting the members in favor of agreeing to the motion. Okay, what is the number? We have 48 members who are in favor of the motion. Please sit down. I now call the honorable members who are against adopting the motion. I now, honorable members, I call for the members who are against the motion. Okay. I therefore agree that the motion is agreed to. I'm calling for... Now sit down. Sit down. members, just sit down. Just sit down. Just sit down. If honorable members, thank you, just sit down. Just sit down. Just sit down, honorable members. No, you see, the process has concluded. Honorable members, we will now go to the second order of the House. Yeah, no, honorable members, just wait, Secretary. I ask members who are in favor of the motion, the number is 48. I ask members against the motion. I didn't ask. No. Okay. Now sit down. Okay. Sit down. Okay. Sit down. I have asked the members in favor of adopting the motion. Just wait, please. I have asked the members in favor of the motion. I ask members, hear me out. Yeah, I have asked the members in favor. The number was 48. I'm asking the members, because you are saying you did not hear, which I'm repeating. No. Now I'm asking. Huh? It's discretionary. Okay, now I'm asking members. No. Honorable members, I'm asking members who are not in favor. No. You see, that's the point. You want to be heard, you don't want to hear. Yeah, and I'm saying, I'm asking for members who are not in favor of agreeing to the motion. Yeah, we will come. Allow me to go there. Just wait. Members who are in favor, members who are against the motion. Okay. Now there is no member who is against the motion. Now I'm asking members who abstain from voting. Yeah. Okay. Now you see, we are in a voting, honorable members. Okay. I'm saying, of the members who are present, 48 voted for, and the rest abstain. Okay. We'll now go to the second order of the day. When the Assembly adjourned on Thursday, the 26th of February, 2026, the question before the Assembly... Yeah, I will ask the Secretary to read the second order of the day.
Resumption of debate
Okay, when the Assembly adjourned on Thursday, the 26th of February 2026, the question before the House was a motion by the Honorable Minister of Finance. Honorable Nashinge adjourned the debate and he now has the floor. Is there any further discussion? Is there any further discussion? Do I take it that there is no further discussion? Therefore, that agenda debate is closed. Yeah, there is no further discussion. We then adopt this budget. Thank you. The secretary will read the third order of the day. The secretary will read the third order of the day.
Resumption of debate on second reading, petroleum exploration and production amendment bill.
When the Assembly adjourned on Wednesday, the 18th of February 2026, the question before the Assembly was a motion by the Honorable Minister of Industries, Mines and Energy that the bill be read the second time. However, Honorable Kutsie had the floor and she may now continue. Honorable Kutsie. She has 3 minutes. Huh? Huh? No. Honorable Kutsie.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable members, I rise today to express my full support to the Petroleum Exploration and Production Amendment Bill. This bill is both timely and essential as modernized legislation first enacted in 1991, long before Namibia petroleum sector achieved its current strategic insignificance. Honorable Speaker, the bill rightly realigns strategic petroleum powers of the President, ensuring that decisions affecting our most critical natural resources are made at the highest level of executive.
Due to each disruption, we cannot continue at this stage. I therefore adjourn the House.